Gohan's adventures continue. After achieving the legendary beast state against Majin Buu, defeating Golden Frieza, and even winning the Tournament of Power, Gohan has finally put the finishing touches on his book, Groundbreaking Science, Key Control. His research continues, hoping to test his writings on a student soon. Unbeknownst to him, however, the revived Frieza searches the universe for a way to defeat him, Vegeta, and Goku. Three Saiyans share a destiny, all alongside a beast. The evil Frieza force has returned thanks to the victory during the Tournament of Power. Two soldiers, Shiolai and Lemmo, are tasked with investigating the old planet Vampa. The duo found a terrifying sight, a father and a son, Paragus and Broly. As their only way out of the planet, the father and son Saiyans beg to be taken to Frieza, meeting the Emperor, who is impressed by Broly's power. Now he reveals a new plan to use that power, traveling to Earth to take down Son Goku, Vegeta, and the dreadful Son Gohan. The Emperor used his soldiers to collect the Dragon Balls, catching the attention of Vegeta and Goku, who traveled to the tundra in order to face their enemy. What they didn't expect was seeing two other Saiyans there that they had never met before. The story is similar to that of the original, though Goku and Vegeta are stronger than in the movie, meaning they give Broly more of a run for his money. In particular, Broly is forced into his berserk state early on. This changes the battle dramatically, even though Goku and Vegeta are stronger. Broly is able to adapt to this point still, and thrashes Goku and Vegeta through the snowy mountains. Super Saiyan God Goku is thrown into the ground and blasted, barely able to dodge the blast out of the way as his clothing is burned away. Panting, Goku hears someone's voice in his head. "Looks like you could use some help, son." Goku covers his eyes as a bright flash of light appears before him, a cape swinging in the wind. Broly huffs and puffs at the sight of Piccolo. Could this small fry really be his next challenge? In the original tale, Piccolo mentions how he wishes he could join the fight, but he wasn't strong enough. In this tale, Orange Piccolo has enough power to contest with the mightiest of fighters, and is ready to fight alongside his friends. Goku and Vegeta watch in awe, but the only one who is truly surprised is Frieza. The Namekian was not this powerful last time they battled. Piccolo's heavy punches are a perfect match against Broly, each one shaking the tundra and causing avalanches. In the end, Piccolo pushes Broly to his limit, clearly stuck at his limit. Frieza asks Paragus if this is really everything Broly has to offer. Sadly, Paragus says yes. Frieza thinks back to the battles on Namek, and how he triggered the Super Saiyan transformation from Goku. Perhaps this was the case here too. However, with both Goku and Vegeta on the sidelines, Vegeta becomes keenly aware of Frieza's actions. As he's about to fire a death beam at Paragus, Vegeta appears before the Emperor, breaking his hand as he stops the death beam. Vegeta's Super Saiyan blue aura reflects in Paragus' eyes as his heart beats rapidly. This truly was the legend, fitting for a royal. But he had been saved. Perhaps this Prince Vegeta wasn't exactly like his father. Perhaps he had made a mistake. Frieza burst into his golden form, with Vegeta and him slamming against each other. Frieza is stronger. He had trained himself to defeat Gohan, so he was landing some serious attacks on Vegeta. But once Vegeta turned to Blue Evolution, the advantage became his. The two clashed, just like Broly and Piccolo. Goku was annoyed that he wasn't in the battle too, turning to Paragus and asking if he'd like to fight too. The terrified Paragus took steps away from Goku, shaking his head. With a sigh, Goku looked around at the destruction and realized that it's perhaps time to calm things down. Paragus turned to hide behind the ship. Goku turns Super Saiyan Blue and joins Piccolo, but not to fight Broly, but to try to reason with him, saying that he doesn't have to fight anymore. Piccolo, picking up on Goku's plan, turns on the defensive, just blocking Broly's attacks until he starts to slow down. Piccolo recognizes how similar Broly and Gohan are. That fury in those eyes, he had only seen it once before. It was a testament to how Goku had changed. It reminded him of when Goku realized Gohan was not like him during the Cell Games and tried to step in. Surely Goku saw the same young boy within Broly. Broly's attacks became slower as his angry face turns into one of confusion. As he calms down, he looks over at them, without the intention to keep fighting, and falls back into his base form. With Piccolo giving him a hand up, Goku smiles and laughs, until he realizes that Vegeta and Frieza are still going at it, and surely Vegeta could kill Frieza. Goku appeared by Vegeta, telling him that Frieza's plan failed. There's no need to kill him now. After all, he's always fun to fight. Vegeta thought Kakarot was an idiot, and Gohan wouldn't like this at all. But he admitted that he didn't want to kill Frieza like this, at least not yet. A broken hand had given Vegeta a massive advantage. When he kills Frieza, he wants to do it on his own terms, when they're both equal. Frieza scoffs, taking his butt back into the ship, as Lemmo, Shilai, and Paragus ran out of it, and towards Broly. The Frieza soldiers didn't trust Paragus, but he really had realized the mistake he had made. He tries to explain everything. As Frieza leaves Earth, Goku laughs at the group. Broly remains quiet, asking his father if they will have to return to Vampa now. Shilai intervened, saying no, they could live together on a new planet. Goku asked if they'd like to live here, but Shilai refused to trust them, until her stomach grumbled. Goku and Vegeta brought them over to Capsule Corp, where they had a nice meal together. Finally, they agreed to remain on Earth, while Goku asked for permission to take Broly to Beerus' planet. Even during training there, Broly loses too much control when training. He can remain in control in his base form for a few minutes when sparring, but once he starts to release more power, it becomes a challenge to calm him down. So Goku gets an idea. Goku introduces Gohan to Broly, asking his son for helping teaching and training Broly to control his rage and unrivaled potential, something Gohan knows very well. Gohan thinks about it, realizing that this was the perfect time to test out what he has written in his new book, The Science of Ki Control. Gohan agrees to take care of Broly. Before any training ensues, Gohan teaches Broly about life on Earth, the nature of the animals, all things that are worth saving and protecting with his power, trying to implant that into his subconsciousness. Gohan even takes Broly to 17's Island. He's very fond of the animals after his experiences with Ba on Vampa. Goten and Trunks think that he's a bit of a weirdo, but his power is insanely cool. 17 is happy to have him around, as he reminded him a little bit of Android 16. In fact, that is exactly what Gohan used as inspiration for Broly's first few training sessions, what Android 16 taught him. Rage is a tool. It should not control you, but it's fine to let it out when necessary. As time went by, the two began to spar. Gohan's ultimate form was enough to deal with most things, but if Broly lost control, then Gohan would point out their surroundings, the trees destroyed, the craters made. This made Broly realize he was simply hurting that which he loved. The universe wasn't the target, only his opponent. For continuous days, the training sessions went smoothly. Even Piccolo, brought by Gohan, joined in from time to time to train Broly on piercing techniques. They required such enormous ki control and precision that it would definitely help him make less of a mess when blasting down his opponents. Things were great, but one fateful day, while sparring with Vegeta, Broly is pushed to his very limit. Vegeta was getting tired of always fighting Broly in base. Even his wrathful form was getting boring, so he decided to teach him how to turn into a Super Saiyan. Exactly the same way he taught Kaba long ago, in the Universe 6 tournament. Vegeta started to go harder in his punches. He started to scream that if Broly didn't defeat him, Paragus and him would say goodbye to Earth. They could go back to that rat nest they called Vampa. Maybe he might even destroy it with them on it. Broly couldn't calm down this time. All he could see was the monster his father taught him about. Broly was trying to look at his surroundings, but Vegeta was relentless in his attacks. Goku yells at Broly to calm down, just like Gohan said, but Broly couldn't listen as he finally sees Ba, his only friend, being blasted down in his mind's eye. The memories, the isolation, the tales his father told him, it all came rushing towards him. Goku yelled at Vegeta to stop, but Vegeta looked at him and threw a thumbs up. He had already taught Kaba how to do it. There was absolutely nothing to worry about. Neither Goku Kaioken x 20 nor Vegeta Evolution were able to contend with Broly. now that he became a Super Saiyan. Goku curses. This was so fun, but if they didn't stop him soon, then the universe would surely suffer, and Beerus wasn't helping. He was eating pizza with Whis on planet Earth. This was a mess. Paragus brought up the remote control, but Goku refused to let him use it. He has to get Gohan. This is the only person who could deal with him now.
So, like I was saying, this bug transforms just like a Super Saiyan. Isn't that awesome? Dad, what are you doing? I'm sorry to resort to you, Gohan, but Broly lost control. I can't stop him, even while fighting with Vegeta. I'm so sorry for always asking you to fight, Gohan. But we need you, or else the universe could be— It's okay, Dad. I'll handle this.
Vegeta was barely able to keep himself together, but Gohan had finally arrived. The Half Saiyan ripped his top off, revealing his battle clothes beneath and taking his glasses off. Broly left Vegeta's grasp as he looked at Gohan in the distance, who instantly unleashed his beast form, yelling at Broly to stop. Broly rushed at him instinctively and punched him with all his strength in the face. But Gohan wasn't fazed. He didn't even blink. As Gohan told Broly that he didn't want to hurt him, Broly kept his rampage. But Gohan didn't move or react. He was too ahead of him right now. But then, Gohan blinked. He felt the light breeze on his face, and finally the crack on his nose, as he was finally pushed back by Broly's punches. How did he grow so fast? This was worrying. Very worrying. Gohan decided to try and use the right amount of strength to knock out Broly in one punch. So he went for it. But as he was getting closer, he could feel the insane sudden burst of strength, and when he landed the punch, he realized that not only had he failed at calming down Broly, he made him angrier. He made him stronger. Both of them clashed fists, creating enormous shockwaves around the planet. Gohan jumped backwards and threw a Masenko with all his might towards Broly. He countered with a mouth beam, both beams clashing as they started to break reality itself apart with their sheer power. Gohan was getting worried. What was going on? Was he destroying everything? Once both beams exploded, the reality finally shattered, consuming both of them into a black void of existence. Gohan found himself surrounded by weird bright dimensions, but he had this weird feeling that it wasn't just a realm, it was an aura. Who could it belong to? And who were all those people fighting around in the distance? He even saw some rifts that seemed to connect to other worlds. Gohan couldn't keep questioning what was going on, because Broly kicked him far away. Gohan kept yelling at Broly to stop, but he wouldn't listen. So many things happening all at once. Gohan was feeling disoriented, but his priority was to stop Broly. Both beasts clashed once again, with Gohan containing his power as much as he could so he didn't hurt Broly too bad. He was trying to calm him down, or at least tire him, but Broly couldn't stop. Gohan jumped towards Broly, once again unleashing more power to knock him out, and punched him in the face so hard that he was sent flying away, crashing into the wall of reality. But this made him angrier once again. Broly let out a feral scream, turning his hair green and his power absolute. Gohan couldn't believe the power he was feeling. Could this be Broly's full power? Alright, it was time to stop holding back. Gohan released his full power for the first time ever since Gohan Black, matching that of Broly's. Broly rose to the sky, preparing an Omega Blaster. Gohan had to end this quickly, right here, right now. so he began to charge his strongest special beam cannon. As both of the beasts charged their attacks, they launched it towards each other, and Gohan's beam was strong enough to pierce Broly's attack, cutting it in half and making it explode, shattering reality once more. Before Gohan could even realize what the hell happened, they were back home once more. Gohan left a sigh of relief, letting his guard down. But this proved to be a mistake as Broly rushed towards him, charging in with the entire weight of his body. Gohan blocked that as fast as he could with his arm, but the impact left him on the verge of breaking. Gohan screamed in pain, but he could see that Broly was too getting worn down because of the battle. He just needed that final push. Goku, in the distance, saw how his son was at the grasp of defeat, even death. His anger was rising, but he knew he couldn't help if he wanted to. Could he? He remembered the form he unleashed back then in the Tournament of Power, Ultra Instinct. He was able to push his body into a silver hair variant when he launched the final Kamehameha towards Jiren. He needed that. Goku closed his eyes, trying to let go of his thoughts and worries as the silver aura started to cover him. With his left arm, Gohan started to charge a Kamehameha as Broly, whose arms were finally limp, started to charge a final mouth beam, both attacks clashing. Gohan could barely hear what was going on. His body was broken and was barely standing. He could feel the pressure on his shaking arm, but he was slowly losing grip, slowly giving up. He just couldn't keep fighting anymore. But then, the weight felt lighter, much lighter. He saw how by his side, his father, Goku, was standing, supporting the Kamehameha in his Ultra Instinct state, telling him to never give up. With his renewed determination, Gohan pushed the beam as hard as he could, with all that was left of his power, pushing it back towards Broly, the clash imploding in a final explosion that shook Beerus' planet. But when the dust settled, Broly was finally defeated, and Gohan collapsed on the ground, tired. Lemur and Shilei ran up to Broly, worried about what happened. They had been hiding previously, but he was okay. He was alright, and that's all that mattered. He managed to calm down. Gohan then stepped towards Broly alongside Goku, helping him up and giving him a hug, telling him that they're proud of him, but he just needs to work on things a little bit more. After all, everyone has a beast inside waiting to come out, but it's up to us to use that rage for the greater good, to protect it. Broly was embarrassed and looked down to the ground, but nodded at Gohan. It was great to finally get a taste of his full power. That was one of the greatest battles either of them had ever had. And so, with Broly by their side, the team continued to train, as Gohan was getting ready to finally publish his book. He felt like Broly was the final touches he needed to complete it. His daughter was getting older. It was finally time to start teaching her. But, as our faithful viewers know, the Z Fighters never rest, as there's always darkness hiding in the background. Whether it be an old wizard or a renewed android, our heroes will never stop fighting, especially not with a beast like Gohan by their side protecting them. To be continued. Next, what if Gohan went Beast Early? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and especially let me know what you thought of the animation of the fight between Gohan and Broly, courtesy of the awesome Ragmane. This is a huge collaboration between myself, Ragmane, and Professor Chimp. And if you haven't checked it out, I would love for you to check out Why Didn't Future Goku Help Gohan and Trunks? My newest Dragon Ball Explained video, where I am on camera, which is something I don't usually do, but I am going to do a lot more of. As always, thank you to the patrons of the channel. Patrons get to watch some of these videos early, as well as see art early on, and get a mini podcast, though I'm a little late on some of those. So, thank you to the following: Samuel Randall, Phil J. Akir, Dreadpool, Robot, The Legendary Warrior, Celestia, Keith Grimes, Salir Paranjape, Dakota Kaiser, The Gaming Galaxy, Drum Foster, Always Zero, Jim G, D-Man Plays, Trench Rolls, Orange Bag YT, Jonas Paulus, Kaiser Jirachi, Lee Urquidez, Ghost 1571, True Lightning Striker, Angel MR, Shane K, Mystic Angel, Speedster 352, Jamie Pollard, Ethan Fraze, Jackie Effing Chan, Kevin, Free Flow Highway, The Main Finn, Crazed PlayStation CK, MG102702, Blaze 9526, Herd Fanfiction, KV, Marlon Gonzalez, D-Man for Life, Xanos, and Pineapple EXE. Thank you guys for your support. It means the absolute world. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and until we meet again. See ya!